What up, guys? This is Paige from Wallz Radio. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, as always, DJ Scream. What's up?
What up? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
You said rough riding and all that hecticness.
Yeah. You know, roll life, rock star life, but it's all love.
But now that you're here, and you said you're excited to be at Penn State, have you heard anything about Penn State? Or
you know, I follow the sports. You know what I'm saying? I definitely follow the sports, so I salute them for always being at the top of their game, especially when it comes to football. You know, all good.
We're with the Lion FM student radio, and
Okay.
we know radio played a big role in your come up.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about like how you got involved with your radio? I know you said you did student radio in school.
Okay, so I went to Tuskegee University, and we had like a radio station probably half the size of this room.
Yeah.
So that was some of my roots, but also Georgia State University in Atlanta. I used to do radio there as well. 100,000 watts, one of the biggest college radio stations in the nation. And, you know, I love college radio because it just teaches you how to be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not so many guidelines and rules and so much politics and everything. You know, a blessing came. I landed a Sirius show on Hip Hop Nation, which comes on every Wednesday night, Hood Rich Radio. I landed a show on Hot 107.9 in Atlanta, Hood Rich Radio as well in Atlanta, so that's a blessing. I embrace them as well, you know what I mean?
So that opportunity came through like them noticing you with your student radio career, or just networking?
Not really. I'm really known, like, my beginnings is mixtapes, so I've done mixtapes with all the biggest artists in the game, from Rick Ross to T.I. to Gucci Mane to Plies to The Game to name it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of the artists and a lot of the radio people, they were just like, wow, like, you know, they might have a radio function somewhere, and then there might be 200-300 people, and I'm not even on radio, and I have my function just off the streets and mixtapes, and here you go, there's 600-700 people just packed in, because I really try to always relate to the people, you know what I mean?
Right. So how did your alignment then with like Rick Ross and MMG and Maybach Music come about?
You know, Ross he pays close attention to everything, so really, literally, like back in like 05, 06, he just called me and said, what up, I see your hustle, salute. That was just that. I was shocked by it at first.
So
I didn't really.
Rick Ross,
Exactly. I was like, okay. And then like 2 days later, he did a remix for the John Legend track, and then he put my name on it. And I was like, oh, that's love. You know what I'm saying? So when he actually formed MMG through Warner Brothers, after he finished with the Wale and the Meek Mill situation, he was like, yo, we need an ill DJ. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody that's going to be on the team. And he flew me down, and that was it.
Yeah, so you attribute like a lot of your success from like, you're part of a lot of major brands like Hood Rich, MMG, and, you know, even personal networking, making relationships, forming relationships. So you attribute a lot of your success to that.
You have to. It's essential.
And all your collaborations, like out of all the collaborations you've done, like what was your favorite so far?
See, that's like having kids and saying who's your favorite kid. You know, that's not fair. That's not fair. I learned something from every project. You know what I mean? Even as I'm touring, this is night 3. I learn something every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here at Penn State. I'm sure I'll learn something else before I leave. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing for me. Not necessarily saying this is a favorite. Obviously, the Rick Ross Rich Forever was massive. You know what I'm saying? That was big. Me and the homie Gucci Man, you know what I'm saying? We've done some big projects that stirred the streets up. You know, me and Shawty Low as well, you know what I'm saying? That was groundbreaking for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Some of them were really groundbreaking and helped me get to the next level of my career, but all of them are really special, honestly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is night 3, you said, of your tour. What, have you had a favorite night so far? Or like, has anything really crazy happened
with the
yet?
kids, man.
I'm sorry, has anything crazy happened
I like
yet?
the little kid, the one that can't walk yet.
Nothing like insane has happened yet? Like, no crazy stories? Or?
I mean, you know, it's typical tour life, so it is what it is. Women get excited and, you know, all that type of stuff.
Do you have any women like breaking down your dressing room door yet?
Nah, none of that yet.
You might tonight. There are Penn State girls.
I didn't know. Now I know. See, I learned something.
You learn.
Now we embrace the fans though. Like, a lot of people have been real excited, and I think this is something that is definitely historical. Like, we've never all been on one bill together. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a whole tour. So people have been very excited, and hopefully, to be honest with you, night 1 and night 2 was crazier than night 1. So hopefully it just continues to go up. You know what I'm saying?
What would you have, like, do you have any advice for us as like student radio or?
Man, focus and be innovative, be different. You got to set yourself apart. If you look at the who I consider somebody I look up to, Howard Stern. I mean, he's somebody who, him and Tom Joyner, like, they just didn't follow rules. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of one of those guys, like, you know, they always on me like, didn't we tell you not to do that twice?
That kind of sounds like us.
So you just gotta, the rules can be boring. There's definitely a such thing as format when you do radio, and everybody knows about how to keep it professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, people like different stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like new fashion. Like people like new sound. People like different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So break the rules, respect them or break them. You know what I'm saying?
Break the rules,
yeah,
all right.
Definitely.
Rules are meant to be broken. Well, I mean, and you're known for like giving everyone what they want and like putting a lot of work into what you do, and that's why you've been so successful and stuff.
Right.
Do you think people recognize that grind, like that you work really hard and that you've practiced so much, and that's why you're successful?
Now people know, people who came up with me, they know, like, you know what I'm saying, it's been a grind, and it's continuously still a grind, and we're still trying to elevate. So one thing I always say, like I learned from I think it was Too Short. The first time I met Too Short, he was like, "Yo, don't never stop." And he was like, I ain't never been the best rapper, but ain't nobody gonna outwork me. So I took that and kind of held that along the way. You know what I'm saying? I've become a much better DJ than 10 years ago, but that's from hard work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you have, Chem DJs. He's one of our in-house DJs too. He DJs around State College. And do you have any advice for him personally as like a DJ?
But the same thing, break the rules, man. You know what I'm saying? Bend the rules a little bit. Don't be so comfortable and just, turn up, as we say in Atlanta.
Turn up, yeah.
Just turn up. Yeah.
Juicy was here talking a little bit how he gets turned up all the time over.
Word. Word.
So we asked him, what's your choice of alcohol, your choice of drink then when you're out getting turned?
Politically, I guess I gotta say Ciroc. Definitely shout out to Ciroc, you know what I'm saying? But not to discriminate, I also like the dark liquor, the Hennessy Black, you know what I'm saying? So I do a little bit of both when I want to turn up, or I might mix them up if I want to really turn up.
Okay, you did talk a little bit about like Rich Forever thing, and the mixtape you were behind. How'd the idea for that come about and everything?
Same thing with Ross. You just wake up and it happens.
He just calls you.
Warning. Hey. It's like, hey, this is what's going on. Let's do it.
No warning, kind of like today, our interview.
Yeah.
Hey, Paige, be ready by 5. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
No
that's
big deal.
it. You know what I'm saying?
I actually have your app. You have an app, and I don't know what it. Can you explain the app? Because I looked at it, and I was trying to figure it out. There's a lot of pictures of you in it, but like I couldn't figure out how to navigate.
The app is interactive.
This is the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, definitely. So if you start to click on that, some of those are interviews. I have records out as well. Hood Rich Anthem is big right now. It features 2 Chainz, Future, Waka Flocka, Gucci Mane, Yo Gotti, produced by DJ Spins. You know what I'm saying? So that's on there. There's pictures. But you don't like my pictures?
No, I do.
She doesn't like my pictures.
I do like them. It's just I didn't know how to work it.
So you just start clicking stuff. Like, we didn't want to make it. We broke the rules. We want to make it so boring. So you just start clicking stuff, and stuff happens. Like, these are interviews. And if you go back, click here, you see videos. You know what I'm saying? And then if you click here, you'll see, like, this is a feed from our website, which is djscreentv.com.
And your vlog is on there and everything.
Bio, you know what I'm saying? And then these are unupdated tour dates, which we'll update soon. Mixtapes, of course. If you click on any of these mixtapes, then you just put your headphones in, boom, listen to them. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to click around. We didn't want to make it so boring.
I mean, it's definitely not. I didn't know you had an app until I was looking around. I was like, there's an app. And you're
one of the first hip-hop DJs to do that.
I was going to say, well, that's so being innovative, breaking the rules.
Breaking the rules. Got to break them rules.
So social media, like, plays a big role, like, at all with you?
Yeah. I lay low on Twitter. I used to be on Twitter probably like 25 hours out the day.
Yeah.
But I kind of started laying low on it. I get on there just to keep up with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an Instagram junkie now. Like, it's so visual.
You have an Instagram?
Yeah, DJ Scream TV is the Instagram, and I just stay on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's crazy. So, I mean, you already talked about, like, you're known for, like, your hard work and stuff, and, like, your come up, and you learned how to DJ guerrilla style. Is that what everyone says? Like, you came up, like, you didn't have a lot of resources to start with. You kind of just picked it up.
That is very true. That is very true. I started with, like, some pawn shop turntables. You know what I'm saying? So that's real. People know that. And I just was dedicated and determined to learn how to do it and to be one of the best at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. So there's no excuses. Like, that's what comes from that. Like, people always make excuses. I don't have this. I don't have that. So forth and so forth. But there's no excuses. That's what it comes down to. And
you're, like, really, really smart, too. Like,
I
heard you got
a degree.
Degree in engineering.
Yep. Tuskegee University. Never used it, but I got it.
Thing to do.
I mean, I got it and used it. Just sitting in the corner of my house. Kind of collecting dust.
So what, you just weren't about that life? You're like, I'd rather...
Well, no, really, I kind of always knew I wanted to do music or give it a fair shot. And I just knew at a certain point that it was going to happen. And that was probably like junior year of college. But I was like, let me just get this because I don't like to not finish stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, outside of that, the experience of college, as you know, is just great. You know what I'm saying? Just to learn how to interact with different people, you know what I'm saying, and people from different places. Like, I remember literally, like, the first time we met people from California, the Atlanta people in my school, it was like 2 different languages. It was like, you're speaking foreign language. Like, we don't understand what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what it is? DJ Screen Hood, MMG representing, man. Shouts to Off the Wallz Radio, off the hook every day. Believe that. Salute. Yeah.
God. Yeah. Oh, God. DJ Drummer. Yeah. Good. MMG. Chain of BS. I ain't with the BS.